Hey guys, this is Joel here from joelwebsites.com. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to define functions in JavaScript. So I'm going to show you how to define functions in JavaScript. Also, I'll show it how it's done in AngularJS. Okay, so this was the project that I had created in the previous tutorials in the series. So I'm going to open the folder. Then I'm going to go to JS. Then you need to open the index.js file. Okay, you can refer to the previous tutorials. If you don't know how I have created all this, just refer the previous videos and then in the tutorial series, and then you'll get an idea. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how a function is going to be defined in AngularJS. How a function. Okay, so this is now I'm going to, this was just a comment so that you'll understand it better. uh, the main thing you need to type is dollar scope dot, this is the function name. So this is where you place the function name. Okay, this tutorial is for absolute beginners who don't know anything. So now I'm going to type in the keyword function, and I'm going to put in the two opening and closing braces, parentheses. Okay, so this is the most basic structure for defining a function in AngularJS. Okay, so for the test purpose, I will even show you how to call a function in AngularJS. So there are several methods to call the function that you have defined. It is sometimes better to wrap the code blocks in functions so that you can call them easily using the function name. So suppose if I would like to call my function, that is function name. The function name is function name. I got to type in dollar scope function name. Okay, so this is just inside the controller. So now this function will call the function name. Okay, so since this is becoming too confusing, I'm going to make this my function. I'm going to copy paste the name here. So now whatever is there in this function, the code or block will be executed. So when the page loads, this particular code will be executed in whatever is inside the controller, and then when this part is executed, it will call the function. So I'm typing an alert inside saying that I am executed, so that you will understand when the code is executed. So let us try, let us see what happens when we refresh the page. So I'm going to go back to my index.html file and open with Chrome. Okay, so I'm going to show it to you now. I'm just refreshing the page, and this is what the page looks when it is reloading. You see that there are some curly braces of for name variable that are being displayed. So you see that the function was alerted, my function is executed. So you see that the function is being executed when the page is loading for the first time. That is because I have called the function from this line of code. Here I have called the function. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how the function will be called using a button. So I'll have to go to my index.html file for that, and I'm going to create a new button. So make sure your index.js is included in the HTML file. So I'm going to create a new button. You can refer my previous tutorial to see how I've created this document, the index file. So now I'm going to, so this is inside my app. Ng app is equal to my app. So now I'm going to type in my button. I'm going to type in an ng click directive over here. Okay. And to call the function, we need to type in the function name, just like this. So under ng click, we need to type in my function, the function that needs to be called. Please note that the function needs to be defined in the controller. So the controller is my controller, and this is my controller, and I've defined the function inside this. I hope you have a good view of the code. I'm decreasing the font size a bit so that you will understand it better. So this is the my function. I've written this code inside the my controller, and on the click of when this button is clicked, it will call the my function. Okay. So let me save this HTML document. Now let me go back to Google Chrome, and now let me refresh the page. Okay. So here we see that there's a small button, but now I'm going to enter in some value so that we will able to see the button properly. Okay. So now I'm going to refresh the page, and we will see the new button. Um, we need to type this inside this, maybe. So I'm going to make changes in the code. Instead of putting the value here, we have to type this text in between the button tag. Okay, so now let's refresh the document. When this thing is not good, you see that there are some two curly braces when the page loads. That is the thing that Angular JS has. Okay, so you can't do anything about it. The only thing that you can do is you can put a loader for your page, so the user won't see those broken code pieces of code. It is not good for user experience to see broken pieces of code. Okay, so now I'm going to click on call the function. So you see that my function is executed. The alert I placed inside the function is executed. So now I'm going to show you one more way how we can define functions. So what I'm going to do is go to index.js. So this is pure JS example. Okay, so you need to type a name. You need to type var function. You need to type in, you don't need to type in var, you just need to type in the keyword function, and then you need to type the function name. So let's call this my function 2. The function name is my function 2, and we have to put the two round braces. So now you need to put the closing curly brace also. So this is the basic structure for creating a function. Okay, so I'm going to put a similar alert that was then the function that was defined inside Angular JS. So this is a JavaScript function. Okay, whatever I'm defining now. So to call JavaScript functions, we can use a similar technique. That is, we need to type in the function name and then put in the curly brace, the round braces, and click the put the colon. So now let's refresh the page and check whether this function is being called. My function 2, just to make a notable difference. To make a notable difference, I have put in this alert. So now let us see if the page reloads with the function. You see that the my function 222 is being executed. Okay. So now I'll show you one more thing, how to call functions using buttons. So I'm going to duplicate this, Control D in brackets, and then call the function 2. I'm going to rename this. Okay. And now since we have defined an JavaScript function, we need to click use the onClick function. Okay, to onClick method to call the function. So let us copy paste the name of the function here, and let us see what happens when we refresh the page. So the functions are being executed when the page is being reloaded. Also, let's see when the call the function to button is pressed. So we see that the my function 222 is also executed. Okay, so this is how we create um, yeah, this is how we create functions in AngularJS. So this is how we create functions in AngularJS and JavaScript. I hope this video was the video tutorial was helpful to you. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see similar videos like this. So if you are a learner, if you are just starting up with JavaScript and similar languages, my video tutorials will be helpful to you. So thank you guys again for watching. uh, Stay tuned and take care. Bye.